Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have got another speed build for you, and this one is a base game and eco living starter home. I've really been enjoying using one other pack and base game. Like, it is super hard just using base game, so I feel like using two packs, using base game and one other pack is quite a fun way to do it. Let me know what you lot think as well, because I've really been enjoying it. This eco one has been the hardest one of them all, I think because I don't really do the outside of my builds normally with eco, so using the items in eco was quite challenging, but I think it turned out okay. I specifically kind of set this build to be for two people, so there are two bedrooms, both single bed, so it could be maybe two college students living together, or sisters or whatever, two people living together. The rooms itself are quite bare, so they're quite small and quite bare because obviously it is a starter home and we do have a budget of 20,000 simoleons, so it is very bare. I think uploading this one to the gallery, when I checked, it was at about 19,600, so just in that budget for a starter home. But I'm super happy with how it all looked. I do love the eco living or lifestyle, whatever it is, build items. They've got some great items in my opinion. Probably some of the best packs in terms of build items. I did delve into debug a little bit, and I was spinning around fences because I was trying to work out which way I liked the fences to be looking. And then I didn't use too much debug for plants. Normally when I build, my landscaping is made up of about 80% debug items. But with this budget, I kind of set it to be just normal items, like items that aren't debug, essentially, apart from those fences, just to kind of give myself that extra challenge, I think. Because I do quite like having the challenge of just using base game items and just using eco. Going into debug, I feel like sometimes it can be kind of cheating, because obviously a lot of debug items are worth nothing. But I still think this turned out okay. Yes, a little bit kind of plain and less cluttered for my usual standards, but I still think it's like a decent starter home. As well, if you move your sims into here, you can kind of develop the build and add to it, I guess, as time goes on and as your sim earns more money. My Ian Summerholder sim is standing right outside, staring at the property as it as it becomes developed. Like, he is fascinated by everything that is going on. Look at him. Again, things like eco, with the eco pack, things like the roof pattern and having the solar panels and everything really makes me take into account all the different things that come with it. So like reducing the eco footprint and everything. So I did add solar panels to this and tried to like utilize some of the eco items as well. And then when it got to the inside, it did end up looking very bare. You'll see when we get to it, but I wanted to have some sort of skill building item, so I ended up putting a bookcase somewhere. It was just, it's not the best interior that I've done, I will say, but I am pretty glad that I managed to get two rooms into this, because I think with a lot of my starter homes I mainly go for just double beds. And sometimes that's not always going to be necessary. Sometimes you might have a sim, or maybe a sim and a child, or maybe two sims. So I feel like this house would be perfect for maybe a single mum with a child, or two sims living together in their first starter home, or whatever. So I did want to push the boat out there and have more than just one double bed. And then, yes, don't be alarmed, I did add toilet paper in the end. Do not be alarmed. Always remember toilet paper in your build. I think I was just trying to get something down in each room here, just so that we had something to work with. And then I went back and added the toilet paper. Also, this main living space where I ended up putting the kitchen was quite a weird shape. It had a lot of sticky outy square bits, and this bit where I put the fridge as well. Like the weirdest shaped kitchen. So trying to get everything in here was a little bit of a challenge. but I did manage to add a seating area as well. They don't have a TV, so they don't have that form of entertainment, but I did add a small desktop computer so that they can, I guess, use that for their entertainment purposes in the game. TVs are quite heckin' expensive, you do not realise in The Sims. So when you're on a strict budget, it's kind of one or the other, I suppose. So for this particular house, I chose a PC. Some of the houses I have done that I've chosen to add a TV in and not a PC. But this one we added a PC into it. And then literally when I was adding the chairs and everything, I was like, oh my god, there's more chairs in this main room than any other item, because I had 2 chairs on the table and then a chair on the study. I was like, geez, are we even going to be able to fit anything in? So that was a little bit of a challenge, but we did end up getting everything. We had a bathroom, we had a toilet roll, all of those kinds of things, some form of entertainment, and then I added a bookshelf as well to help with the skill, like the reading skill. And obviously I wanted to add some wall decorations as well. Also in the back garden I added some plant boxes to increase their gardening skill. I was really trying to think of different ways that I could boost skill levels for this house, because I was kind of running out of money and I did want them to be able to gain something from the house skill wise. So I did manage to add a 2 planters I think in the back garden. Which is really, really handy. Oh, and I also added a barbecue as well, so if they want to invite people over, they can have a little barbecue. And it was at this point where I started running low on the budget, so I realised we'll tidy things up and finish it off. And that pretty much wraps up this video. I hope you liked our eco and base game starter home build. If you did, then give it a thumbs up, pop a comment down below and let me know what you think, and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this from me. Thank you again for watching, take care, and I will see you next time. Taz out.